Hi, so in this class of cloud computing today, we will study about platform as a service. So we have studied previously about infrastructure as a service and the virtualization concept used in that service model of your cloud computing. Now, the very next what we have here is platform as a service. So, which is also referred as PaaS here. Now, the very first level which we had as the infrastructure as a service, it used or it here provided us the infrastructure, the network architecture here for your cloud computing systems, or simply we can say that it provided us the various virtual machines which we require here. Your virtual databases, that is your virtual storage, your virtual hard disks, your virtual machines, and such kind of things that enables us to build here an infrastructure. Now, the next which we have here is platform as a service. Now, this platform as a service, this model here basically provides a platform. So that means this model, or with the help of this cloud system or the cloud computing here delivers a computing platform. So that means this here provides computing platform. Computing platforms like your operating system, programming language executions, or your databases, etc. Like your operating systems or environments for your and the various databases, etc. So that means what it is providing here with the help of this, or the application developers here can develop and run their software solutions on the cloud platform. That means they are here provided with the capabilities of running, developing, and testing the various applications. That means this platform as a service here is providing the various developers here the platform to develop their applications, their software solutions here. So that means it here reduces the complexity of buying and managing the underlying hardware. That means they don't have to buy any hardware, or they have to be concerned here about the underlying hardware. They're just here concerned with or they're just here provided with an appropriate platform for the development. That means this platform here provides us a platform for developing the various kind of applications and various kind of services which will be used by the end user customers. So the various examples or various providers for your platform as a service, like your Google Cloud Platform or your Amazon Web Services. So we can list here some of the properties of which are offered here by your platform as a service. So the very first one here will be that your platform as a service here offers runtime environment for the applications. So PaaS, this platform as a service here, offers what? It offers a runtime environment. It here offers a runtime environment for the various applications. Next, that it also offers development and deployment tools here. It offers the various development and deployment tools. Now, these development and these deployment tools are required to develop various applications. So this platform here is already providing these tools here. So that means, or we can next property here is that this platform as a service has a feature which is point and click. It offers point and click So this point and click tool enables what? This point and click tool here enables the developers to create their web applications. That means they just have to point on a particular tool, they can select it, and that can be used by them to create the particular web application there. So like Google App Engine is an example of your or PaaS offering vendors. That means there are various vendors which are offering these services, these platforms like your Google App Engine here. So what the developers are offered? So the developers here can log on to these websites and use the built-in APIs to create web-based applications. So that means the developer has to simply log on and then they can create the web-based applications. Now they can create these web-based applications by using the built-in APIs. So this built-in APIs, that is your built-in application programming interface here. So this platform as a service offers such kind of advantages here. That means runtime environment, development and deployment tools, point and click feature which enables the developers to develop the required applications. Then a number of we have here number of vendors which are providing this platform, and then you just require the developer required to log on and then he can create these web-based applications here. But now there are certain disadvantages also associated with this platform as a service. So the disadvantage here is that the disadvantage of platform as a service is that the developer is logged in with a particular vendor. That is, it has lock in with a particular vendor. So that means how it happens. For example, there is a particular application that is written here in Python against Google's API using the Google's App Engine. So that means it will be a one particular environment, and that application is supposed to likely to work only in that environment. So that becomes here the disadvantage here, that it is only for like one environment here. So this platform as a service here can be delivered in two ways. How it can be provided to the various customers. How this happens, that means what are the various ways in which it can be delivered to the various users. So the very first one here is like your public, and another one is the private one. So what happens when you have the public one? So what happens in public one is that public or it in this platform, it is a public cloud service from a provider. You can refer to this here as a public. It is a it is referred as a public cloud service from a provider. So that means here the consumer can control the software deployment and configuration settings when it is being provided as a public resource. So that is simply a public cloud service from a provider. So what the consumer has here, so the consumer typically here has the control software deployment That means the consumer can control here the software deployment and the configuration settings. And provider here is responsible for providing the network, servers, and storage, etc. So that means here with this, the provider is simply providing you the network settings here. That means network like your server or your storage, and the consumer here has the control, or he can control here the software configurations and development. Now what happens in private? Now it will be can also be delivered here as a private service. So for private, it is simply a software which is installed in the private data center. So here it can be simply a software installed in private data center here. So these are the two ways here, public and private. So after that, we will just see a diagrammatic representation here for this here, like if at the topmost level, if you have the various business applications, so that means these are basically your business users here. Now these applications here are provided with this integrated development environment. Integrated development environment here. So the developer is here. Developer here. So here it is associated with a number of events like your data security, your backup recovery, your application hosting, etc. Like this is your data security. Then another one can be your backup recovery, your application hosting, or your scalable infrastructure. So that means with the help of this integrated development environment, we can provide these various applications. Now, today we are just studying here an introduction to this platform as a service, that what it offers. We'll study here the architecture, the infrastructure of your, this platform also, this platform as a service also. Now, after this, what we have is here the various benefits of platform as a service. But before that, there are a number of platform as a service providers and vendors, which basically includes like your active state, like your IBM Bluemix. Then we have AWS, Elastic, Beanstalk. So there are a number of providers here for your platform as a service, like your Cloudera or AppScale. There are a number of them, which are offering these services. Now we will see here the benefits of your platform as a service. So the very first benefit which it provides, as we know that it provides here an application development environment. So it provides lower administrative overhead. Lower administrative overhead. So that means the consumer here do not have to bother about the administration because it is the responsibility of the cloud provider. So this is first of the benefit for the users, that they just don't, they're not concerned here, they don't have to worry about the administration control here, because it is here the sole responsibility of the cloud provider. The next one here is the lower total cost of ownership, or we can say that the cost of ownership is low. Lower cost of ownership. So that means consumer doesn't require here to purchase expensive hardware, servers or data storage, etc. Basically, this is an on-demand service, this cloud computing system. So user has just to pay for the time they are using the services. So next one is the benefit here is the scalable solutions. Now, for scalable solutions, that means it is easy to scale up or scale down the resources automatically based on the application resource demands, or based on the demands. That means they can be scaled up if they are required more, or they could be scaled down if the demand for those resources here is less. Next is the more current system software. More current system software. Now, it is the responsibility of the cloud provider to maintain the software versions. That means what software you are using, it has to be upgraded or maintained here by the cloud provider. So these are the benefits here which is associated with your platform as a service. So today in this class, we just have covered the introduction to your platform as a service. Now we will discuss here the various types of PaaS, the various issues and the infrastructure of platform as a service in our next classes. So this is all here for today's class. Thank you so much.